Okay, so I Can't Tell You Why by the Eagles. I've always really liked this song, and it was only recently, on the passing of Glenn Frey, that I actually found out he played the solo on this song. And as much as I love the song, I love the solo even more. I think it's just an absolutely awesome solo. It's very soulful, and it's just great guitar playing because it's held back, you know, like it's not all out and super fast. Like it's all super soulful and really a ton of feel going on in this solo. So let's get into it. We're in the key of D here, and there's two sections of the solo. The first part is kind of D major seventh to a G major seventh to kind of an F sharp suspended to an F sharp to a B minor. So basically we're in that D major pentatonic shape, right? Which is exactly the same as B minor, right? And then we've got, we're up there, right? That little added box there. So we're going to start the solo down here. And the sound I've got going on here, like I always list my equipment in the description box below. Basically what I've got here, I've got it on my gain channel, but I've got hardly any gains, just enough to get a sound. I've got my volume way down on my bridge pickup, and I've got it a little higher on the neck pickup, and I'm kind of in between here, right? And I've got the compressor on. It's a Boss CS3. So I've got quite a bit of compressor on here. So anyways, we're going to start down here, and we're just going to, right, it's just that scale. A2, A4, A5, D2. A2. And I like to get A2 with my middle finger there. Do it again, right? And then the last time we're going to take it up. And you can slide your little finger up there to A9, or what I do is I just change my finger to my third finger. I just feel better vibrato with that third finger. Okay, add some vibrato on there. And then we're going to go, which I just love that. It's such a soulful lick, right? So we're going to first finger, just kind of drift between 9 and 7. And then, right? Okay, that's A9, and then we're going to go and trail that down, right? I get that with my little finger there, and we're going to grab E3, the G note, and slide it up to E7, the B note. So, that whole thing so far. Slide that down, right? As that bass hits that really low note there, I guess it's the G. We slide it down, okay? And then we're going to do this lick. And that, you know, that's one of those kinds of licks that sounds easy, but it's actually pretty tough to get those bends good. And he also manages to get a bit of vibrato on that. And, you know, vibrato, what can I say? Vibrato is a tough thing, you know. It's unique to every player, so. And actually, you know, I kind of forgot, but I do this whole thing with my fingers. I don't know how he does it, if he's doing it with a pick or what, but I find this kind of soulful playing, if you don't have to do anything speedy, it's, you know, just get better feel with the fingers. So that lick then is, right? We're just going up that pentatonic scale from A9, D7, D9, G7. And then we're going to bend here on B10. Full step bend up to the B note and try and get some vibrato on that. And then we're going to go. And that lick there, you know, you got to make sure you're not gonna pull off that G string. You know, you can hear that little flip on the G. So we got to heavily mute there. Right? Got to get that clean, right? And then full step bend on G9 and pull it off again. Right? Okay, and then we're going to go. And that's just that country look, right? With the full step bend on B10, little finger on E10, right? And a pull off again down here to B7. Right? We do a little push there. And a little hammer on, right? So that whole thing's slow then from here. Okay, so that's the first bit. Now, the next bit kind of takes place over like a G major 7 to an F sharp 7. And that just over and over, right? So we're going to do that, start that solo by doing this. You know, really simple, right? But it's the way you play it. So we got to be staccato on those notes. And do it again. And the last time. Right? Again, we want to make sure we're not going to clip off that G string. Get a nice pull off there to B7. Then, right, do 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 do. Then, okay, and again, when we pull that off, we want to keep that G string out of it. Okay, then we're going to go. Okay. And get a little vibrato on that note. Okay, so that whole bit then. Then we're going to come up to this kind of the money lick of the song where he goes. And that is just slide into G11 And, you know, step and a half bend on that B12. And then, right, that's the E12, and that and we continue that, and then we double it up, right? Right? Da 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 da. Right? That last one is, you know, super feel licks, right? You really, really gotta feel it when you play it. So, and that last one is, it's quite short, right? And then we're going to get into this. And the way I hear it is, I hear those two notes, like the B on D9 and the D on G7. And I just kind of rake into that with my finger. Right? So we've got, actually it's do 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 do. And the same thing. Just here, D11 to B10, like, you know, that shape, right? So, repeat the whole thing. And then we've got this, which are actually my favorite licks of the song because they're so old school soul licks, right? So just double stops, you know, like kind of slide into that A and D string on the 9th fret. You can do a whole step slide, or sometimes I think he's just doing a half step, whatever you want to do, right? And then D and G string. Then, right? So, then this again, and then this. That's, and then that just, you know, repeats and fades out, right? So that's it. Those are all the licks. And in the demo I did, I mean, there's a lot going on in the backing track, and I was trying to find a decent backing track, and I really couldn't find one that sounded good, so I just faked it with the guitars, and I just had this sound, basically, and I went with my split. I split my pickup, so I'm just on the single coil, and I kind of toned everything down quite a bit, and just that kind of thing, right? And of course I turned the delay way up too. So it was that, you know, in time, like a tap tempo. And at one point, it comes up here, right? Which is just, you know, G major 7, and then adding this B note, right? And then there, it's like G14, B15, E17, barring here, right? And letting go to that. You know, really kind of delicate playing up there, right? I just use my fingers. So I hope you enjoy the lesson. I hope you get something out of it. It's a great song, a great solo to practice, to get your bends clean. And, you know, I always enjoy I mean, I love the fast playing. Don't get me wrong, right? I'm not down on fast playing. I love fast playing, as long as it's done well and with feel. But doing the slow stuff, I probably enjoy that more because it's just so, if you don't feel it when you're playing it, it won't sound good, right? It's tough to play slow and soulfully, right? So if you want to work on your expressiveness in your playing, learn this solo. Like I said, I hope you get something out of it, and we'll talk to you next time.